chilies are crucial in spare ribs, I think, because although I love all that familiar resonant stickiness, what I don't want is jamminess, so I need fire and heat, and chilies really provide that, and freshness as well, which is important. Chilies, with ginger and spring onions, and the spare ribs themselves. You can get these, in the supermarket these days, but if not, ask a butcher. Okay, so we're ready for the off. Now first, some rice wine vinegar for sourness, because all barbecue has to have a sour element as well as a sweet. About 4 tablespoons, which is 60 mils. That's about it. Slightly less soy, about 3 tablespoonfuls. Yum. Some toasted sesame oil, not a lot, just enough to give that aromatic nuttiness. And now ordinary oil, ground nut or vegetable, about 2 tablespoonfuls. Okay, the same amount of honey, about 2 tablespoonfuls worth. Runny honey, not that thick, solid stuff. Now, staying with sweetness, I want cinnamon. And I like to crumble it in like this, not use ground cinnamon. In the same note, some star anise, a couple. Throw them in. And now ginger, quite a bit of it. Just tumble in these golden spikes. 4 spring onions, just roughly chopped. Now the chilies, 2 lovely fat red juicy ones. Tumble these in. And in these ribs go. I've got 16 here, but I don't know how many people you're going to be cooking for. Really move everything about so that the marinade thinly coats the ribs all over. I'm going to get the roasting tin out now, so I can just leave them in here, marinating while I clear up, and then they can just go in the oven. Right, well these have had as much as I'm going to give them the marinade, so I'm just going to tip them into the tin. Really make sure to squeeze every last bit of marinade from all these lovely fresh chunky bits of taste. Smoosh them about so everything is still covered, and the ribs need to be cooked partly covered and then for a while uncovered. So just stick some foil on them now and get them into a hot oven, number 6, 200. Start the process off. About an hour for this bit. I make my ribs a bit firier than a lot of people would, but then I love hot food. I mean, I think it's compulsive. And in fact, I once did read a paper which explained that there's something in chilies which makes them chemically addictive. And I have to admit, I am a complete heat junkie. The food I like eating most is the food that bites back. I mean, so pitiful, I have to say, is my addiction to chili that just in case I'm out of my home without a source of heat, I carry these little baby bottles of Tabasco in my bag, and then I know I'm going to be okay. I mean, it's that bad. But I have quite an array of chili sauces from around the world, all of which are deeply necessary to me. Peperoncini. This is very old, you can see. These are little dried red chili peppers. I mean, they've lost their redness, but boy, they have not lost their heat. And they can really give depth to the simplest pasta supper. Just fry some slithered garlic and 1 to 2 crumbled chilies and stir through some hot drained spaghetti. Serve with a sprinkling of fresh parsley. Spaghetti aglio olio. Simple, sensational and life-giving. Sambal erlik. I love this. It's very hot chili from Indonesia. Really, this is just salted, pounded chilies, so you get all the texture and all the heat. It's my secret for instantly transforming a comforting roast chicken to a fire-giving, chili-hot dinner. Just smear the skin with sambal erlik and roast in an oven at maximum temperature. Addictive. sweet chili dipping sauce from China. Now, sweetness and heat go very well together. Okay, this is a strange combination, but I beg you to try it. Ice cream with red hot chili syrup, made by boiling a cupful each of water and sugar, then pouring it over a finely chopped chili. Take my word for it, it really works. Feel lit up and soothed at the same time. Well, those ribs should have had about an hour. Just unveil them. Now they look a bit pale, and that's because at this stage I'm going to put on some honey and some 5-spice powder and then turn up the heat so that they get sticky and glazed. About 2 generous tablespoonfuls worth of honey and about 2 teaspoons of 5-spice powder. And then in this really hot oven, which is about gas 8, 230 centigrade, they will need about 30 minutes more, but you have to watch. Just turn them occasionally so that they get really sticky and sort of thick with glaze. And what I love to do at the end is add a final sprinkle of earthy hot coriander and really deep heat with some more fresh red chilies. Perfect. Now you can see these ribs are scorched and glazed. Right, tongue away. Oh, I love all that sort of conker, shiny, resonant stickiness. Just pile them up on top of one another because they go down very quickly. Now a final red and green sprinkling, the coriander and chilli. And this one is mine now.